Yo, what is up? Welcome to the Market Analysis Monday, the first week I've gotten the name here right on the call. It is Monday, July 22nd, 2024. Looking at good old CoinGecko. We got Bitcoin looking at 67,000. Ethereum's looking at 3,400, $3,400. BNB's at about $600. Solana on the run, 178. XRP also on the run, finally moved up 10 cents, 60 cents. But what's up, bro? What's going on?
Not much, not much. I'm just chilling right now. It's market's been kind of pumping the last week since we've been here. So
Yeah, dude. It ran for sure. It ran for sure. You got some new stuff pulled up that you're looking at?
I do not yet, but I will get
Right?
them pulled
You're
up.
good. You're good. I just didn't know what you had, or if you want to look at some charts, or if you were
Yeah,
gonna go over some news.
yeah, I can jump in. Let me do this slash
No, you're good.
latest.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
go first?
No, I just pulled up the news here from the Discord, so then I'll
Uh,
see what's there. Um,
I'll make
Apparently,
it help too.
Grayscale shifts 1 billion in Ethereum to Coinbase ahead of ETF trading debut, which that was actually just approved today. So that's pretty big news.
Facts.
The SEC officially approved the ETH ETFs trading goes live tomorrow.
Let's
So that's
go.
pretty exciting. This is what's the date again? July 22nd.
Yes,
And we
sir.
finally got it. We finally got it. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, bro, I can hear you perfect. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
I just wanted to make sure my mic wasn't too quiet.
No, you're
But
good, bro.
yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that's finally happened. And let's see here. What else is going on
Byron
here?
dropped out of the race. So, I mean,
Oh,
as
yeah, that's
far as
pretty big
crypto
news
news goes, I mean, not much, not necessarily crypto news, but it definitely affected the market a little bit.
for sure. Yeah, and this is not technically crypto related, but it kind of is. We've talked about this in a lot of our podcasts, but Microsoft
Yeah.
had a big outage and they were blaming it on some third party thing, but either way, it affected a lot of flights, a lot of people, a lot
A
of
single
things.
point of failure, bro.
Yep. It's not decentralized, it's a centralized. Microsoft is a decentralized program. So that one point of failure affects everything. Everything. So I don't know. I don't think I really have any more news. Um, yeah, no,
Yeah, it's
that's
hard.
it for news.
Yeah, as far as like main stuff that I could think of too, that's pretty much it. I know Mount Gox is still in the process of paying people back. Germany sold all their Bitcoins like a
Finally.
big dummy, pretty much.
But yeah,
It's really what it is, bro. I cannot believe they sold it.
I'm gonna
But
share my
um,
screen here real
yeah,
quick.
you're good. You're good.
I wanted to call this out really quick because I don't know how long these will be at this level. I've talked about these before, probably on other calls. Oops, why is it on base? These are at Quirkies. I'm wearing the hat. They're at 0.81 right now. There's 84 listed out of 4,999, 1.69% listed. Um, which a couple weeks ago there was only like 50 listed. So I'm pretty excited. These won't be at 0.81 for a while. There's some pretty big news coming that I can't talk about yet, but when the news happens, it's going to be insane. Going to
Let's
be insane.
go. I'm hyped, bro.
So
I'm hyped to hear about it.
that'll be exciting. And yeah, this is a good level, good entry level. You sometimes you can catch like a WETH where you can put in a lower offer than the floor 0.81. You can see someone's got a zero point 0.6 ETH offer or wrapped ETH offer. Someone got one yesterday for 0.718. There was one for 0.542 the other day, and holy cow, that was a clean one too.
Yeah, I pulled up the
Um,
links. Looks like they're sitting at like a point oh 0.07.
That was clean. Someone got that for free basically at 0.542. That could have sold for probably a lot more than floor 0.59 WETH. So, if you're feeling frisky, throw a WETH offer in. I'll pull up the
Yeah, bro. Sometimes you
Quirklings.
don't know. You don't know if somebody's trying to move out the neighborhood fast, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Like you think about it like a group, like a neighborhood, bro. So if 10% of them are for sale and people start listing them lower, it devalues the other houses that aren't listed.
yeah,
Um, it makes it look like they're less, like they're not as worth
exactly.
much. And
Yeah, and sometimes people, things happen in real life and maybe they need the liquidity or whatever it is, but
yep,
Quirklings, I know point 0.8 isn't attainable for a lot of people. ETH, it's for general population, it's probably not what someone wants to spend on an NFT.
bro, you don't want to
Um,
spend 3K on NFT? Come on.
oh well, I have before, but go to quirkies360.com and it'll tell you everything about them. There's a bunch, all
Rocking
the
the hat tonight
information.
too, bro.
Yes, sir. Been rocking it on the calls lately.
I know I'm
But yeah,
excited.
I would check out this website if you are interested. But Quirklings, this is definitely more attainable for some people at $250, 0.07, 0.069 ETH. And these are some steals here. These aren't going to be at these levels for a while. If you are interested, just let me know. Maybe I'll send you to someone who's pretty big in the community, the head of Web3 for them. He might get you a deal, especially if you're grabbing a 3 or 4 of the OGs. But like I said, these are going to be more attainable for most people. I'm liking these prices. This one's a super nice one right
I
here.
like the three-eyed ling right there down at the bottom. Down one more. That one, yeah, I like that one for some reason. Oh,
Yeah, those
actually,
are
both
pretty
of them.
nice. This
Those
one's
are pretty
probably
sweet.
a little bit more. Oh, well, according to the rarity thing, this one's more rare.
Hmm.
This one's pretty nice too. This rock body, that's pretty rare.
I'm
But
excited for the INX, bro. I want to see what happens with that. I feel like I've been waiting. Like it's like I've
yeah,
been like just
we're
rubbing my
waiting
hands
for
together. Come
that
on.
news drop that I was telling you about, bro. That's what we're waiting for, pretty
Oh,
much.
okay.
So I
Well,
believe
hopefully that
that's,
comes soon.
yeah, hopefully it'll be this week. That would be exciting to get that drop while I'm live in person at San Diego Comic-Con with all the quirkies.
Yo, I
But
forgot. When do you go there?
I leave Wednesday morning. I gotta leave my house at like um 3 a.m. My flight's
Gotcha.
at 5 something a.m.
Gosh, dang,
But
brother.
I did want to pull some charts up here real quick, some coins I'm watching. Compound, I'm excited for still. We've called these out at other levels down here at like $25, $40. And it's looking pretty good here. I like that it made a little bit of a retracement down to the 886 level, holding pretty strong. We'll go into the daily here and see, you know, looks like it might be making a retracement kind of right here. Didn't quite get there, but hopefully we can see this thing keep moving up. Um, when it comes to Bitcoin's at another level where the sellers have been showing up for since we've got here, since we've hit all-time highs, really. A lot of the sellers have been showing up here. Seems to be showing up again. If we continue to go, you could even, depending on how bullish we look right now, we could see only a small retracement anywhere to like here. But on those bigger time frames, like the daily, I'm gonna get rid of this. Maybe we come back to this 56 level or 60, 61 to 60,000. That wouldn't be a bad spot either. 50% 618 retracement. Um, yeah, we kind of expected the sellers to show up here. Granted, it's sellers have hit this zone 1, 2, 3. Maybe you can count that 4, 5, 6 times. Now 7 sellers are showing up. So it's getting weaker here. Less and less sellers are going to be showing up as time goes. Another coin that we've been kind of waiting on here is Uniswap, back at some nice levels for dollar cost averaging. Zoom out on the weekly here. Oops. Even if we come back down to here, I'd be excited for that. It's hard to say what's going on with Uniswap. I believe they're still dealing with a lawsuit with the SEC. I'm not 100% sure, but those are some coins I'm excited for. Let's look at Solana. I know that's had a pretty big like last 3 weeks, it looks like. So let me go, let's see, go from this low, or from that high to this low. We saw the sellers show up here before. If we break it down on the daily, sellers are showing up again. It looks like, it's kind of running with Bitcoin. It tends to be the whole market. Oops. With these fib levels, maybe we see it come back down to 150, but Solana ETFs are rumored to be next. I don't know if that'll probably be next year if that happens, in my opinion. No telling though. I don't want to go over too many charts, Tyler. I know you want to go over some as well. So I think that's pretty much it. Let me look at the market cap really quick. Got this big arrow here. I haven't looked at
Yeah, I
this
got
in
a I got a couple little news things. Take your time, but
So yeah, this is, it's made a retracement back down to this level, this, 2 trillion level, kind of like we were expecting. It's moving up. Let's take a fib from right here, from this high to this low. Let me get rid of that. We'll keep that there. Actually, yeah, so sellers might be showing up again for a little bit. I don't expect them to be here for too long. Like I said, maybe another small retracement on the market cap. You're looking maybe back to 2 trillion. Worst case scenario, back at the 2 trillion level. Well, that's really not worst case scenario. It'll be interesting if we start to move back down there. We'll be here each week, kind of, analyzing the market. I still wouldn't be surprised if we see 1.6 to 1.8 trillion, really, especially with how the sellers have been showing up pretty consistently at these levels. We'll see what happens with the buyers. Really is just a game of who gets tired first. The buyers or the sellers. But with that being said, I don't have anything else. Where is my Zoom? I'm trying to stop sharing my screen. Here we are.
I got you,
Wait, have
bro.
I not
Stole
been
your
sharing that whole time?
dude. What were you doing?
Was I
I'm just
not?
joking. No, you were. I reclaimed the host.
Oh, I'm like, bruh.
Oh man. But no, bro. Yeah, definitely good outlook there. Let me share my screen really quick. I got a couple things I want to share as far as um really news, and then we can dive into some charts. But first things first, if you're not already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, make sure you are tuned in. Make sure you find us on Spotify in this link tree. You can click here, find us on Spotify, pretty much any single streaming service. New
Facts.
episode drops this Wednesday, technically Tuesday at 11:59:59. But yeah, what I want to cover is so Mount Gox was something I kind of briefly brought up earlier. Mount Gox prepares for repayments on Bitstamps and it executes some test transactions. We just had Germany sell off all their Bitcoins. Like I said, they're big dummies for doing that. They'd be up. I don't know how much right now, but they'd be up quite a bit.
Couple
So you
billion.
can see they're doing some test transactions here. I want to say some of these people were holding this since like, yeah, 10 years ago. So, and they have about 100, they owe, let's see, more than $9.4 billion worth of Bitcoin is owed to approximately 127,000 Mt. Gox creditors who've been waiting over 10 years to get their money back, bro. Imagine, imagine, bro, somebody does you bogus and like you're gonna get your money back, but it's in 10 years from now.
At least it's more, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but who knows at what
Are
price they're
they?
paying? It says,
I don't know if
um,
you'll
uh,
know, but I was wondering if they were accrediting it like US dollar worth that they had back then, or if it's, if
yeah,
they had
so
100 Bitcoin, are they getting 100 Bitcoin back?
that's what I was curious about too. So there's a couple things here, about what they were talking about, but it looked like only 56% in or not 56, 20% of them wanted to sell like initially, like right away, which again, it's normal, bro. You know, like if you, I don't know what percentage of quirkies are listed, but imagine, bro, they're locked up for 10 years, price goes up dramatically in a good way.
Oh yeah.
I guess dramatically is probably a better word, but yeah, 99% of those Mt. Gox are going to sell their Bitcoin. That's what everybody thinks. I don't think it's going to happen. Most of Mt. Gox creditors could be looking to sell, which has increased in value over 8,500%. You know,
Dang.
that's wild. Um, but yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. I think we're gonna have some diamond hands. So I think a lot of people are gonna look at it like, yo, bro, I've held on to it for this long, had no problems. It might take a little bit of profit, but I think overall they're gonna hold
Most
their
of them,
junk.
most of them probably expected it to never be back. So
Yeah, honestly, bro, it's kind of like a fever dream for him. Like, yeah, well, they said they're gonna pay us, but we'll freaking see. I'll believe it when the money's back in my hands, type
for
thing.
real.
But Garrison, you brought it up too. Spot ETTF, it goes live, I believe, tomorrow. You said it was. Expect, yeah, so
Think
July
so.
23rd. Now, the cool thing about the spot ETF going live is they buy Ethereum on the spot. So where are they going to buy it? Don't know if it's from the miners OTC or if they're going to buy it from the exchange, which will ultimately affect the price. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Bitcoin, if I remember correctly, actually kind of dropped initially, didn't it? And you know
Bitcoin,
what I
yeah,
think
not much really, but
I can't remember, but I feel like some people might, they might be expecting the market to rise and then, so they sell. I don't know why they would sell instantly, but I would wait at least and try to sell when the market goes up. So it looks like Paraguay miners urge the state electricity board to reconsider upcoming price hike. I don't know where you guys are at, but if you're watching this, I'm in Florida. I've been here for 4 years, and in 4 years, my Wi-Fi has gone up 100% as far as
dang.
price. So, um, pretty wild, bro. I didn't even realize it until I'm like, dude, what the frick? And I looked at my old bill, but you can see here, bro. So the spokesperson Jimmy Kim claims the electricity price increase set for August 1st may force 70% of legal crypto miners out of business. We'll see. I mean, it depends on what they do and what their laws are there. I don't know exact 50. Yeah, this falls a 56 or 54% fee hike in 2022 when miners started to sign a new 5-year agreement. Oh, it says it'll increase up for 16% for legal cryptocurrency miners on August 1st. So that's coming up quick. We'll see how that happens. But the funny thing about this, bro, is I heard Michael Saylor talk about this is when they, China bans Bitcoin, they're, oh, we no more mining, no more of this, ban Bitcoin, we hate crypto, and they're buying it in the background. Not even that, but the funny part is it's actually bad for them. Like you're pretty much incentivizing people to go bring their money elsewhere. Because if you're a Bitcoin miner and you have a large mining facility and you're in China, you're not going to stay there. You're going to say, okay, well, if they're not going to like
Right.
it, I'm going to go bring my miner somewhere else where they like miners. I'm going to go to El Salvador, actually, that's now safer than America. And on top of it, they're growing Bitcoin City and they're growing the population. Like it's an amazing place. Why would you want to stay in China? Why would you want to stay in Uruguay? I think Paraguay, my bad. Uruguay, Paraguay, one of the Guays. Um, but it's funny because like this is bad for them, bro. Bad for their economy. Imagine bro. You can't hold crypto in Illinois. Are you gonna want to live in Illinois?
No, I'm getting out instantly.
Yeah, bro, you're done. You're like, what? I'm gone. So, again, like these are all things we talked about. Just kind of want to go a little more in depth in them before we cover the charts, or at least I go over them. But Microsoft blames somebody else. Again, finger pointing, politics, finger pointing. Here we are, Microsoft finger pointing. I think it's kind of funny, bro. Like, why don't they just say, "Yo, we messed up," instead of saying it was CrowdStrike, brother. It was CrowdStrike, not me. It's bad leadership there. I don't know who's claiming this. If it's just the your boy Vince up here, Vince Quill, who wrote this 4 hours ago. But yeah, said the security incident affected 8.5 million Windows systems worldwide as commercial operations were hit with the blue screen of death. Worse than Xbox,
Dang,
bro. Imagine not being able to get your money out of the bank. And banks were affected, multiple countries,
bunch
payment
of flights
systems
were
all over,
hundreds of,
computers.
if not thousands of flights were affected.
Yeah, dude, all sorts of flights. Yeah, I seen that too. So this is pretty crazy, but what's awesome about this actually is my Bitcoin was fine, brother. How was your crypto? It was
It was
good.
good. It was
It
good.
worked, right?
It's
Nothing was
chilling.
wrong. I didn't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't think they can stop that
It's because it's the securest computer network in the entire universe.
for real. If you I covered in one of the podcasts the amount of power it takes to hack Bitcoin. Pretty much need like or not hack Bitcoin to like stop the Bitcoin network,
To
which
take
I
it
guess
over
is
for one
hacking it.
second.
Yeah, bro, it takes a lot of power, almost like a couple worlds. Pretty legit couple worlds.
Facts, bro. And then last thing here, as far as
Crazy.
news goes, BlackRock's IBIT records the biggest inflow day since March. You know what's cool about this, bro? I wish I had the chart pulled up. I keep meaning to bring it up here. Garrison, could if in the meantime, could you try to find the miners reserves? I actually know on Twitter, Nifty posted a picture of it because I got a notification the other day.
Let's
Why am I
see.
not signed in here, bro? Come on, what happened
Nifty.
here?
Let's it go?
Not even my password, bro. But yeah, what I want to pull it up because what's crazy is the amount of Bitcoin being bought versus the amount of Bitcoin. Come on, bro. I'll have to do this. I'll have to sign in later. But if you could find it, that would be dope, bro. If not, then we can just talk about it. Either way, um, what's cool is the amount of Bitcoin that's being minted, right? Because that's in the code. Miners are getting rewarded. That's kind of just how it works. Uh, but what's cool about that is they're being rewarded less. And why is that cool? Well, it means the scarcity goes up. It means less money is being printed, meaning it the value increases, right? If you have less of something, value goes up. If I have one fridge in the universe, only one fridge to keep all your orange juice cold for the rest of life, how valuable is that fridge to you? Maybe you're a milk guy. Maybe the orange juice doesn't interest you. But long story short, bro, I think this is pretty dope to see. Looks like $500 million inflow in the same day as the Flurry Spot ETF, the ETH Spot ETF. Oh my goodness, the ETH Spot ETFs get the nod to begin trading. That was tough. Um, but yeah, you can see my screen, right? My whole screen.
Yep. Yeah, I see the
Sweet,
YouTube and
sweet. Let's see here. So I want to pull up Bitcoin and then we'll pull up the total market cap. As far as Bitcoin goes, this is like just kind of textbook plays that's been happening, to be honest with you, bro. Like you put this chart up here and it just kind of is a repeating pattern over and over again. I don't know why it does it. It just does something we've identified here in the market. You know, you see, boom, same area, same zone, boom, touches it. Where we're at here, same area, same zone. What happened here? We rejected. What do I expect the same thing to happen here? Not necessarily because it doesn't have to do the same thing to the same extent. Now, what do I think will happen? I think we're going to see some type of retracement, but I actually think we're going to hold maybe one of these levels, which Garrison actually was identifying pretty similar levels. I just have the what you call it, the fib flipped. My fib is technically up the opposite way. He measured from here to here, which is more uh, not necessarily predicting, but if this isn't the top, right, we don't know that
Right.
it's going to retrace to there. And Garrison, I know obviously Garrison knows that, but I just want to explain that to the people because
Correct. Yeah.
it's cool because you know in for example, right, we're here. Here's this was all time high. Market came up, resisted, came back up, resisted. So now when we're here, we're like, okay, the market resisted for like the fourth time. What if this is like this is the top here for us? Then you can kind of play the speculation game of where the market may go down. So that's something I like to do too, is you utilize that. But in the flip side, and sometimes these fibs are actually almost in the same spot, which is funny, right? Look, boom, boom. It's the same exact same line, the 23.6 and 38.2. So a lot of the times when I mark some of these, like I didn't know those were going to line up exactly like that. I had a feeling they were going to, some of them were going to line up pretty close. And same thing with here, right? 50%. Garrison even said 61,000. That's on my 38.2, but also two from here, 61, 60, about 61. Both of them are really the same thing. But down again to 59. And then here again, same zone he marked, but this is on a larger time frame. It's just the 50% level that he has marked. So same thing Garrison showed you, but I broke it down really in a different angle. So very similar, almost the exact same thing. But keep in mind these levels are the same. You want to utilize some of these larger time frame levels. You know, you go on a weekly and look at some of these levels. Like, okay, let's see how you know that this level looks a little more major here now. You know, you get a little different view, different viewpoint. So it's nice to have that. But let's see. So let me go back down to the daily. But it's nice to have that different viewpoint, right? You wanna look at the daily, the weekly, the monthly. Sometimes the monthly is cool to look at too, right? You go like this. And what's cool about this is what if we drew just a line here on the top of the candle? Well, look, we're broke above, staying above, staying above. Oh, wick down, staying above. So even on the monthly, it's kind of cool to look at. Let's do this. Let's go back to the daily, but really what would I expect here, right? So, you know, we kind of just went over the different angles there, kind of what Garrison was seeing. And again, we're both looking at the same thing. So when I show you this and it might not look the same, just understand we're pretty much looking at the same thing here. I'm just showing you the same picture, different angle. So really what I'm looking for here is some type of retracement. Now, for me, I take it more on the latter approach of things. So we're here, right? Market is here. Now, if we continue down, 61.8 is our first level, first step, right? If you're walking down a staircase, you can't, I mean, you could jump, right? You could jump down to this one. You got bigger problems though if you miss. And same thing with the market. What if we break through this level, right? If you break through the floor, mom's probably yelling at you. Maybe not. Maybe you own the house and you laugh about it. But regardless, right? You like if we break below here, the buyers are taken out, meaning we got a little bit of selling pressure starting to happen. So similar action there, right? But so we want to staircase this thing down. So let's see how we hold here. You can see the market came up, tested here, really resisted nicely, broke above. And I honestly I want to see us retest and continue up and break above this level. But I don't know if we're going to retest on that 61.8, the 50%, the 38.2, the 23.6. It could be any of these levels. We could even come back down here to that larger time frame, 50%, which Garrison had marked up, which was actually the last levels of support, right? Dun, da, da, da. The same thing. But so yeah, ultimately, yeah, I want to see that. But in order to predict what's happening, we kind of just have to read the market, react, see what's happening, see how we play off those levels, and continue from there. Now, total market cap is going to look real similar to this. It's gonna look pretty similar, and I'm gonna be kind of looking for the same thing. Now, the thing here with this, right? Again, similar. Came up, touched. We might continue down, but I want to see where we hold. It looks almost identical, right? Almost identical. Came up, stop, boom, broke through. See if we retest there. And again, the reason being is because Bitcoin's market cap is majority of the total market cap. right? You take the total or Bitcoin and Ethereum out of that mix, you go from 2.3 trillion to 643 billion. Big difference. So this is actually the market cap without Ethereum and Bitcoin. Like, how does it perform without it? This is good for altcoins to look at this, right? And we haven't actually marked this up in a long time, which is funny. But you can see, again, market came over here, came in a 50% 618 zone. Could have got a nice wick entry there for a ride up. Yeah, we can mark this back up another time. But yeah, as far as the market goes, Garrison said he was looking, I think, Compound, a couple other projects that he likes. I think Uniswap you brought up. Let me see. I like Aave, but again, we're kind of running here. I want to see us maybe fall back down a little bit. Don't buy in a Green Day. Listen to Green Day, but don't buy a Green Day. Buy it. You only want to buy it. Gosh, bro, I got all these dumbass dad jokes, but I I want to see the market kind of fall back down a little more. And honestly, maybe not. Maybe we actually hold this level because I moved that fib a little bit and I like how it looks there more. What if we hold this level and continue up? Right? It's that retrace, but sometimes alts move a little bit quicker than Bitcoin because there's not as much money in them. So it takes more money for Bitcoin to move than it does for some of these alts. Another good thing to look at here is Maker. Maker's getting a little beautiful, looks great, honestly. So, and Maker, I feel like actually predicts the market, bro. The more I watch Maker, the more the market is like easier for me to like uh navigate was the word I'm looking for. But you see, right? Market came up. And what do we see with Bitcoin? Bitcoin, boom, hit the zone, but now we're still up there with Bitcoin. Maker's a few weeks ahead almost, right? Came down, kind of held, broke through. Kind of held. If we break through, I don't think so. I actually want to see us hold here. Even if we come back down to these levels, again, we have something similar. We do this, do a little market speculation. What if we come back down in here? Nice area, even if it does. And if it does, I mean, look at this. Where's my freaking measure? My ruler. I mean, look, you could add a nice play, 47%. It takes 10 doubles from $1,000 compounded, right? You don't take any profit. Start with 1,000, double it 10 times, you're at $1,000,000. That's half a double. Half a double right there. Simple. And look how fast the market moves up and down, right? So something to keep an eye on. Definitely watch Maker. I want to see us hold probably that 2,663 level. If we do, market's gonna run. Could you hear me whistle, bro? Or is it like the mic?
I don't think I did.
Dang, the mic's kind of cut it out, probably.
Yeah, I think it did.
A-
I wasn't really listening though at the moment.
Another project we haven't really talked about much, probably in a while at least, is Chainlink. I love Chainlink, bro. Fire project. You look at it on a weekly, beautiful chart. Even here, right? We throw a fib on it, and this still looks nice. Came up about 50%. We're doing a little rough estimate here. We're not doing exact. Um, even here, we could use this, but we keep it there. And yeah, I mean, it looks nice. I honestly, even at this level, at $14, I think that's a good DCA opportunity there. This was something we were calling out back over here, bro, at $6. Look at this. Look at these
Yeah, I know,
entries,
dude. I
bro.
miss those.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's
Good
all I got, bro.
days.
I don't know if you have any closing remarks.
No,
Set sail.
yeah,
Do you have any
I'll share
questions?
my screen really quick. I wanted to
Yeah.
bring up what you were talking about,
Yep.
and
You
then
should be
do
good.
do 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 do.
You should be good.
Alrighty. Um, so right now, I don't know how accurate this is, to be honest, because it's just the Brave browser, like
Oh yes, I
AI,
think
I
you can
think.
bring this up.
Um, Current miner reserves approximately 1.82 million Bitcoin, multi-year low since February 2010. That's 135 billion in miners reserves. Um, and then this right here, I think, is this what you were talking about from Nifty?
Yeah, the hash rate too. Where he's got the hash rate. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
But either way, it costs more to be a miner now.
Yeah,
So
it
more
does.
miners are selling. Um, they got to sell more to, you know, keep up with it. Did you have something else you wanted to say about that?
Yeah, bro. I mean, really, kind of what Garrison you were just saying, right? It's becoming more expensive to be a miner. The cost of mining, you're getting rewarded less. The hash rate's going up, meaning it costs more per. So the blue line right there is the cost in what is that, US dollars?
Yeah.
And then was that for a Bitcoin or for, let me see, total value US dollar block rewards and transaction fees. One of them is something, the other one's another. We're missing
That might be what they're mining it for.
first the
And
cost of electricity.
yeah, I'm not for sure how this chart works. Kind of throwing me off.
Oh, the hash rate there in the US dollar. So you can this is what I was kind of looking for. So you can see the total hash rate compared to the US dollar cost. So they're very close in, I'm assuming that's what that is, estimated number of terahashes per second. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I wish they
There's
had
not
more
much. There's not, I
information
feel
on
like
the
we're missing
chart.
a little bit of data there on the chart, but
Yeah,
regardless, right? What Garrison is talking about, what we're bringing up is the cost to be a miner. The cost to be a miner, well, it's getting a little more expensive. Electricity's going up. We just brought it up. Paraguay, they're having a price increase, inflation, Bidenomics, whatever you want to call it. Um, it's getting expensive. So meaning number one, they're rewarded less. That Bitcoin having just happened not too long ago. Number two, they gotta pay for electricity. So
right,
what do they have to sell? They either have to sell it over the counter or to the exchange. And then if you look at how much, yeah, if you look at the exchange reserves too. So like Garrison's looking at Bitcoin miner reserves. They've sold over 14,000 Bitcoin worth $600 million in the past 2 months. But then if you look like about how much is being minted, like how many Bitcoins being minted, then you see, okay, they sold 14,000 in the last 2 months, but how much is being produced per month? Then it's like, ooh, that's when the math starts mathing. When people start looking at those numbers and realize the supply and demand metrics,
right.
how much is left. But yeah, bro, that's really all I had to say left about that. But thank you for bringing
I
that
just
back up.
wanted to show this really quick. Bro, some of these are mutants. These are like the rarest mutants you can get. People were selling these for 500. This one went for 335 ETH. This one went for 500 on September 1st of last
10
year.
months ago?
Yeah,
God dang, how
1.8
much is it worth
million.
today?
500 ETH right now is 1.7 or 6. It
Yeah, it looks
always
like
throws me off
1.7.
on here reading it like this. Yeah,
I know, bro. I
1.6.
wish I put commas in there.
But it's worth a good amount more if you go ETH wise, if you count ETH,
Are they
which is
still worth that much today? Like, is it held value? Is it lost value? Like,
none of these have probably sold. Let's see. So this one sold for 2 ETH. There's no way. When was this one sold for? I don't think it's
what
ever been.
do you think these were wash traded?
I don't know.
Especially since they haven't been sold or tried to sell, like
These are like if I had one of these, dude, it would be insane. Let's see when this one sold. 2 years ago for 1.2 mil. Or that might be now's worth. I think that's
yeah.
the now worth. So um I had it
We got
pulled
less
up.
than a minute, bro.
Oh shoot, okay. September 1st, ETH was at like 1500. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, reminisce on the good NFT times where things were going for millions of dollars. But appreciate you
Crazy
guys for
time,
being
man.
here. Don't forget to drop a look at our link tree. We got all our links in there. You can visit our YouTube, our podcast, and get our Discord and everything. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. Appreciate you, Set Sail, for always being here as well.
Can't wait for your shirts to get there, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you, Garrison. Appreciate you as well. Thank you for taking the time out of your night to do this. Let's crush it. Like you
Anytime.
said, check the link tree, click the links, check us out, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere, social media. Catch you later. Peace.